The Julian Alps are rugged karst mountains located on the sunny side of the Alps, not far from the Mediterranean. It is one of the wildest, untouched regions in Slovenia. The Vršić Pass has a breathtaking mountain landscape whose beauty, nature and tranquility are quite stunning. However, in the First World War, this natural wonder witnessed unadulterated terror, as it was the scene of the world's largest mountain battle. On the Isonzo front, hundreds of thousands lost their lives. Down a slope to the Trento Valley is a monument that commemorates mountaineer and writer Dr. Julian Alps, who discovered this valley and the Julian Alps. For several years, the mountaineer and author explored the region's flora and climbed each of the major peaks in the Julian Alps. The Trento Valley is the source of one of the most beautiful rivers in the Alps. It flows from a mountain cave that has an underground lake. The as yet tiny torrent of water rushes out of the cave like a waterfall across the outlying boulders. The crystal clear water incessantly finds its way across the rocky slopes of the narrow canyon, which eventually opens up into the Trento Valley. In this natural paradise, Europe's wildest and most romantic river is born, the Soča, the Emerald River. This, one of the last untamed rivers in the Alps, is called Soča, female, Slavic, and later Isonzo, male and warlike. To Soča also belong the mighty mountains in which the river carves its path. Geologically, the landscape of the upper Soča is relatively young and rugged, with deep-cut valleys and a few flat areas. Its characteristic appearance was formed by the action of a glacier, and water erosion formed the valley. Again and again, the Soča changes both its course and its shape. Hanging bridges allow the region's few farmers to cross the river, whose character changes according to the weather. In Trnovo, the river flows into a narrow whitewater gorge, and large chunks of rock, the result of various earthquakes, lie on the riverbed. This is ideal for all kinds of whitewater sports, including rafting and kayaking. The Napoleon Bridge provides a good view of the 100-meter deep Gorge Canyon, part of which is extremely treacherous and totally inaccessible. A magical world, a canyon whose wild beauty is captivating. After Gorge, the valley widens and the Soča changes its character. It has lost the power it had in the higher regions and now flows more calmly. At Tolmin, a bridge crosses the wide river, the banks of which are formed by gravel beaches. Many tributaries feed the Soča, along with the Tolminka River, whose 60-meter deep gorge can be seen from the Devil's Bridge. On a trail through the gorge are a variety of plants and insects, which Dr. Julius Kugi once recorded in meticulous detail. Ferns and mosses, bizarre formations, the play of light and shadow, and the fury of the water each combine to great dramatic effect. It is believed that famous Italian poet Dante Alighieri once visited the Tolminka canyons while staying in Tolmin. And that the locality inspired his vision of the underworld in his Divine Comedy. In Mosna Soči, the Adriatic River unites with the Soča. In ancient times, this strategic location attracted both Bronze and Iron Age settlers to the area. Further south, in the Mediterranean town of Kanal, the Emerald River determines daily life. A stone bridge dating from the Middle Ages replaced a former Roman construction. The Soča in Slovenia now flows south, wide and powerful. No more canyons or narrow confines block its unrelenting route. Next, the largest stone railway bridge in the world crosses the pristine river which finally becomes, in Italy, the Isonzo River, situated within a delta of the Adriatic Sea.